E-King Fight News. Let's talk about this weirdo right here. Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. And he's saying that Tyson Fury, it's just a matter of time before he pulls out with an injury when he for his quote-unquote scheduled fight with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. So what do we think about that? Let's see what Dillian Whyte had to say here. All right. He also had an interesting post on Instagram that says this: all I want is a fair shot. I have earned it, but boxing is full of politics. They can't hold me back forever. I ain't going nowhere, man. So, I mean, the one thing I'll give Dillian Whyte credit for is about half the time, this dude is legitimately looking for smoke. And he's one of the only heavyweights doing it, but whenever the name Luis Ortiz gets brought up, this dude, I mean, he just talks about old man and shit, but he doesn't talk about getting in the ring. He talks about how old, he just wants to talk about how old Luis Ortiz is. But he doesn't want to talk about getting in the ring with Luis Ortiz. And there's some dudes that think this dude's one of the most ducked guys out there. You know, he's found a way to get this kind of reputation as a guy being ducked. Look at these comments. Don't fight Chisora. Fuck that fight. It's a step backwards. You beat him already. It does nothing to progress your career. Knock out Dominic Breazeale even if you don't make as much pounds. And then WBC have no more excuses. I mean, that's absolutely true. Fight Dominic Breazeale. Fight Ortiz. Dillian Whyte, I followed you from day one. Bare hype, but no respect until man puts a man on his arse. 100 my G. So Dillian Whyte got some fans out here, man. Dillian Whyte definitely got some fans out here. Let's see what he had to say about Tyson Fury pulling out. E-King Fight News. Let's get it. Alright, y'all know what it is. Dillian Whyte says Fury won't fight Wilder. He'll withdraw with injury. So obviously he might feel some type of weight considering the fact that both of these main event caliber fighters, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they ain't looking at Dillian Whyte like he's there in their way or anything like that. They're not concerned with Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is on the back of the bus right now, and that's what happens when you align yourself with guys like Eddie Hearn, man. Point blank. And you know what? Dillian Whyte has done good for himself. He beat Joseph Parker. But let's see what he has to say. I'm happy that Tyson is back, Whyte told Bang Pro. I'm glad that he got himself out of a bad place. You know, Tyson Fury talks a lot of smack, but he doesn't want any smoke. He said point that he doesn't want any smoke. Well, shit, it looks like he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte seems to think he doesn't want the fight. I can't see him fighting Wilder, but they agreed to a fight, and he'll pull out with injury because he's not ready. Whyte was ranked in the #1 position under the WBC, but the sanctioning body has not granted him mandatory status, right? And then he goes on to say he's been trying to fight Wilder, you know, for the past fucking 10 years or whatever. Like this guy exaggerates the shit out of his quotes and everything he says, but that's the gist of it. He doesn't believe Tyson Fury will go through with a scheduled fight with Deontay Wilder. So let's get in on this. All right. So Dillian Duck Snatcher Whyte. That's right. To me, he's Duck Snatcher because he had a fight with Kubrat Pulev for the IBF mandatory position. And y'all know what happened, right? He ducked out, and Huey Fury stepped right in and snatched that shit. So for me, this dude will forever be known as a Duck Snatcher, first and foremost. Now, like I said, I think he's talked a good game, and he's building up his own fan base. I mean, he just beat Joseph Parker, although Joseph Parker damn near knocked him out in the 12th round. Let's be real. He damn near lost the fight. The fight, if it wasn't for a knockdown that was scored early on by a headbutt, I don't even know if Dillian Whyte would have even won that fight, to be honest. But I mean, honestly, Dillian Whyte, I mean, he should be worried about Dominic Brazil. That's really the only guy that stands in your way from Deontay Wilder mandatory title defense shot, right? He would be undoubtedly the mandatory challenger to Deontay Wilder if he were to beat Dominic Brazil. No question about it. I mean, hey, I would be, if you beat Dominic Brazil, if you beat Luis Ortiz, we're going to give it to you, man. We're going to say, hey, Deontay Wilder, this kid really wants that smoke. Let's get it with him, man. Let's get that Dillian Whitehead on the table. You know? I have no problem in promoting that fight, calling for that fight, and calling out Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte if Whyte were to beat a Dominic Brazil or Luis Ortiz. So far, if I'm not mistaken, the best name on this dude's resume is Joseph Parker. A guy that was pretty much unknown until he got a razor-thin decision against Hughie Fury. In a fight that most people think Hughie Fury won. I mean, shit, I saw that fight. It was a boring-ass fucking fight. And to me, I didn't really care who won at the end of the day, because either fighter didn't really show that they were willing to step up and put their stamp on the fight. You know, neither fighter was dominant in that fight. It was two passive fighters just trying to box off the back foot. That's what that fight was. You go look at it. It's on YouTube. Hughie Fury versus Joseph Parker. Right? And somehow this guy gets all this credit and he gets an AJ shot next. For what? What exactly did Joseph Parker do? You know, he snatched up a vacant title. Oh, and that's what AJ looks for, right? Vacant titles. I mean, I'm just telling you the way it is, man. I'm just telling you exactly what it is. Because it seemed like every time AJ looking for one of these belts, it just happens to be vacant all the time. It ain't no defending champions that he's looking to fight. When it comes to Deontay Wilder, he's talking about 2020. He's talking about, he's got these mandatory. I gotta meet my mandatory obligations. I can't fight. That's the narrative. That is you remember when Eddie Hearn said, it's not gonna take a normal 4-month training camp to fight Deontay Wilder. No, we need 8 months to a year. He basically said that shit. We need 3 months is not enough. It's not. No, we need 8 months. I'm not even kidding, man. I'm not even kidding. And that's me clowning on AJ. But I mean, Dillian Whyte seems to be this blockade, seems to be this buffer zone, seems to be speaking that Eddie Hearn narrative. And Sky Sports did the same thing. Look what they did with this whole unlicensed thing. Now they got their whole article fucking flamed by Frank Warren. Right? Frank Warren totally went in on them, and for the fact that Billy Joe Saunders, who's got a fight in a couple weeks, doesn't have a license. Y'all hating on Tyson Fury. Well, for all we know, that fight may be in the Barclays. Or it might be in Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas seems to be the preferred spot. I would like to see it in the Barclays, actually. I would love to see that fight in New York. Then I could drive up to New York and fucking reach. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, it is what it is. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Eat King Fight News, man. Dillian Whyte expects Tyson Fury to pull out, man. I don't see it happening, but with Tyson Fury, you really never know. That man, Tyson Fury, who knows what he's thinking at any given point in time, but I expect him to follow up and make this fight happen for the betterment of the sport. And if he were to pull out, he would literally be the laughingstock of boxing. Like, it wouldn't be AJ anymore. It would be Tyson Fury. So it is what it is. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Dillian Whyte. Let's see how he moves next. Who do you want to see him fight next? He's supposed to fight again before the end of the year. Is he going to step up? Or is he going to take a bum on that duck zone, man? He king fight news. Let me know what you guys think, man. Peace.